When I received a letter about an unexpected inheritance, I thought it was a scam, but it was real. A distant relative I'd never heard of had passed, leaving me a sprawling estate in the countryside, Hollowhurst Manor. The lawyer called it eccentric. The townspeople called it cursed. I didn't believe in curses. Not until I stepped through the front door and the lights flickered. Even though there was no electricity connected, something had been waiting. The house was massive, 3 floors, more than 20 rooms, and staircases that led nowhere. One hallway ended in a rusted iron door, bolted shut, carved into the wood. "Do not enter. She listens." That night, I heard footsteps behind the door, slow, heavy, as if someone was dragging something. Then came the knock, just once, low and deliberate. I didn't sleep after that. I discovered a long gallery filled with portraits, all generations of the Hollowhurst family. But one painting had been slashed violently through the face. A woman in black, eyes painted solid red, holding a porcelain doll. No plaque, no name. At night, I passed the gallery again. The painting was intact. The woman's eyes had followed me down the corridor, and the doll in her arms was now missing. I found it behind a hidden door in the east wing, a decaying nursery, untouched for decades. Cobwebs hung like curtains. The cradle rocked on its own. Inside it, a lock of red hair, brittle and stained. And on the wall, scrawled in chalk, one repeated sentence: "She never forgives. She never forgives. She never forgives." The temperature dropped. Then I heard a child's voice behind me whisper, "Play with me." I turned. No one was there, but the chalk had written a new line: "You will." I avoided sleeping in the master suite. Something about the air felt wrong, still yet watching. But that night I caved. At 2:17 a.m., I woke to soft weeping. In the large standing mirror across the room, a woman in black sat at the foot of my bed, her face hidden by a veil. She raised her head slowly. No eyes, just 2 dark, gaping holes. "You opened the house," she whispered. "Now I'm awake." I blinked. The mirror was empty, but something cold pressed down on the mattress beside me. The porcelain doll from the portrait appeared in my room. No footsteps, no sound. It was just there, sitting on the desk, its glass eyes wide and unblinking, mouth cracked open like it had been caught mid-scream. I threw it in the fireplace. The fire roared unnaturally high, but in the morning the doll was back. Only this time it was holding a lock of red hair, the same kind I found in the nursery. That night, I heard a child giggling inside the walls. The iron door, the one etched with "She listens," was open. Not broken, not forced, just open. The hallway beyond it didn't match the rest of the house. It was too long, too narrow, and it sloped downward like a tunnel that never ended. At the far end, I saw candlelight and a woman. She was standing still, head tilted. Whispers filled the air around me, circling my ears like insects. "You let her out." The door slammed behind me. The corridor led into a hidden crypt beneath the foundation of the house. Dust-covered rows of coffins, each one marked with a family name, all but one. A stone slab. No name, just the word, "Mother." I heard breathing behind me. When I turned, the woman in the black veil stood just inches from my face. Her voice was a whisper layered in many tones, like dozens of women speaking in unison. This is where she was buried, but she never stayed. The candles blew out, and the darkness moved. I escaped the crypt, barely remembering how. When I returned to the gallery, all the portraits had changed. Each face was blank. No eyes, no mouths, no features. Just stretched skin and open hands pressed against the canvas, as if trying to claw out. Only one painting still had a face, the woman in black. But now, she had my face, and the doll in her arms was smiling. The manor no longer lets me leave. The roads lead back. The clocks don't move. And when I scream, it echoes in someone else's voice. In the mirror, I am not me. She is wearing my skin, whispering my thoughts. I know now, Hollowhurst Manor didn't give me an inheritance. Claimed one. Every generation, someone is chosen. Someone has to stay. And as I sit at the window, watching another visitor approach the gate, the doll in my lap begins to hum. She never forgives. And now, I never leave.